Shepard, there you are. The Church has asked the Emperor to have the Platinum Knights subdued and disbanded. They have been accused of instating a false shepherd and plotting a rebellion.
That was quick. Do you think they already got word of events in Gadadin?
This is 'cause I got involved.
You're no fake. They're just making up excuses to do what they want.
Go see the captain in the Knight's Tower if you want to know more.
Cardinal Forton. We can't underestimate her for a second.
Well, I'm ready on my end. Bring it on, Church Lady.
That's a whole bunch of Norman we found.
Yes, an abnormal amount.
But I gotta say, their abilities really are helpful. Why does everyone leave them alone?
Yeah, you'd think there would be droves of Seraphim asking for their help.
Long ago, there was in fact an enormous demand for them. They were booked up for months at a time.
So why are they just wandering around now?
One day their leader-ish person rose up against the extreme work conditions, demanding autonomy for Norman Seraphim, plus a significant raise in wages. He called on the other Norman to join the fight for independence.
A Norman revolt?
Were there many casualties?
None. The only one pushing for independence was the leader-ish fellow. The others were simply like,
We don't mind helping, but it'd be real sweet if we could get maybe a 300-year break between crunch time.
and that was more or less that.
So easy going. But that's Norman for you.
And what happened to the leader?
Well, that's a whole nother...
After a protracted battle with another Seraph, he lost and was never seen again. Or so the story goes.
Huh. So Norman have their own history too.
Lila, I get. But you sure know a lot about Norman, Edna. You really must like them a whole...
I just hear rumors, that's all.
Soray, thank goodness you're safe.
Is it true the Cardinal has ordered the suppression of the Knights?
It is. I suspect this letter we received was the last straw.
I, Boris Strelka, have witnessed Cardinal Forton engaging in an unspeakable ritual. Using vile magic in the holy shrine, the Cardinal is unleashing incessant rains upon Pendrago.
The Cardinal is the one making it rain?
You can't be serious!
Considering the power of her domain, it isn't all that far-fetched.
There are Seraphim out there who've moved the continent.
Moved the whole continent?
Saray, let's continue reading.
Cardinal Forton is the evil behind the ongoing curse of the Empire and its people. Regrettably, I have already fallen prey to the curse of the Cardinal. I entrust the rest to my brother Sergei and my comrades.
If it's come to this, then we have no choice but to fight against the Cardinal. Soray, where's the Pope?
There's something I need to tell everyone about that, but you might not like it.
I see. So he's not coming back.
I'm sorry for deciding without you.
The Pope isn't coming back? But now what? He was our shield.
We've been betrayed! It is we, the Knights, who shield the Empire and its people! It is we who shoved our duties onto the Pope! It is we who are to blame for the consequences! Some things we must do ourselves, rather than depend on others. I swear on my lion's sword!
On my lion's sword!
Wait! No ordinary humans can hope to take on the Cardinal.
You've done more than enough. I do not wish for you to bear the same painful burden that the Pope had to.
You know, Saray, even if it is for the people, this is still a political battle.
So what if it is?
Well then, how about this? We'll investigate the Cardinal's possible involvement regarding the reign from our end. In the meantime, Sergei and the others can try to convince the Emperor to believe the Knights.
So, ultimately Soray means to fight the Cardinal after all?
Our goal is just to clear up this mystery. Don't you want to know?
Yes, I do. I'd like to find out if there truly is something causing the rain.
I must apologize. It seems all I can do is put you in danger.
I'm more worried about you. If the Emperor sides with the Cardinal or takes a hands-off approach, either way, you guys are screwed.
If we can convince the Emperor, we should be able to capture the Cardinal.
We'll get him to see the truth, for the people and our comrades.
Boris was Sergei's brother, wasn't he?
He was investigating the Cardinal, and he put his life on the line for it.
Sergei seemed pretty calm about the whole thing.
Hey, do we really have to risk our necks out there for something like this?
I think we do. I don't know about you, though. No guards? This has got to be a trap.
Things are gonna get crazy from here on out.
You said it.
Now!
You got it! Yes!
But even so,
This is some malevolence.
Do you think that it could be Mount Hellas who's possessing the Cardinal?
What did the cat in the bird mask say? Me, owl!
felt like the domain had been restored for a second.
Are terrible jokes also part of your oath?
I was really proud of that one.
I'm thinking it's not Mount Hellas.
Why?
Are you serious?
Exio was a servant of
Didn't know
Musif,
you liked
one of the
clowns.
5 lords like Mount Hellas.
I don't!
This
Why did
domain
the
is
cat
rather
take
strong,
off the bird
but
mask?
not leaps and bounds
looked too
different from
cute.
Exio's.
I knew it.
When did you start making logical arguments?
There's something back there.
It's a trap. Totally a trap. But
A hidden door? Seriously, how cool is that?
I hate myself for saying it, but so cool.
The village chief knew the whole thing by heart, didn't he? Impressive.
The shepherd is granted 4 powers: earth, water, fire, and wind. They are the blade that shall cleave the Lord of Calamity.
That's just what the village chief was saying. You memorized it?
More or less.
He's actually pretty decent at that sort of thing.
I'm sorry, Saray. You're more capable than I thought.
What did you take me for?
But what exactly are the spiritual powers of the shepherd?
All of nature is composed of 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. Each one is governed by one of the 4 eldest seraphim.
Right. Eumacia, Amanak, Musif, and Hyanua.
Correct. They maintain the balance of the entire continent of Glenwood.
When you put it that way, they sound almost like gods. Though they lack a certain divine presence.
We feel much the same, actually. They're ostensibly the source of our seraphic arts, but we're basically never aware of them.
That's the nature of the 5 lords' existence. The shepherd's spiritual powers are most likely the result of a fortification of elemental affinity through the blessings of the 5 lords.
And all to battle against the Lord of Calamity.
Kind of a shame that such wondrous power has to be squandered on fighting.
That man. He was a former shepherd, wasn't he?
Yes.
I see. He seemed like a pretty laid-back fellow.
Unlike certain other shepherds.
Shut up.
Well, there's one more thing we learned.
Yeah, let's go on to the next one.
Huh?
Wait, you're not gonna ask her for more details? Wouldn't it be crazy useful to get info on your predecessor?
There's a reason why Lila never mentioned it, don't you think?
We know that much at least.
Saray. Mikleo.
But that reason just might be the key to all our problems. You better hope you don't regret it later.
They may be kids, but they're not as immature as you'd think.
I will smite evil!
Pretty sure I've mentioned that Hellions can possess objects.
Does it mean that it can master its owner's sword skills?
You're a sharp one. Avoid close combat if you can.
Let's keep it up! Shadowbang! Strike! Beast Thunder! Ready? Shadow Bang! Shadow Shot! Let's get him! Beast Thunder! No escape! Rising Strike! Moving Dawn!
I was clearly the star of that battle.
It's easiest to notice the dimmer stars when they shine, they say.
Sweets are best after exercise, yes? Something super sweet.
For a fight? Oh, you found it.
And here I thought devils only existed in books.
For real? Anything goes at this point.
Be sure to watch out for its spear.
Freezing Fracture! All this fighting sure makes me hungry. I made some snacks.
Hey, can I mention something? This is something I realized when we met the Pope, but I believe it was Cardinal Forton who preceded the motion for war. That chief we met? I can't see him making the decision to declare war like that.
So, does that mean you're going to...
You want to purify the Cardinal, don't you?
I do. She may have become a Hellion, but I still believe that her sense of responsibility is sincere.
If you purify her, I'm sure she can be saved.
I think so too.
All right then, let's give it a shot. I've got your back on this one.
Rose,
You don't need to say anything. It's just how things shook out.
How's this for a start?
we can't hold back if we want to win! Hear the storm! Try this on! Sword flare! We'll be gone! Sweet dreams! Shatter it! Goose game! Stop off! Hear the storm! Quick circle! Try this on! Tiger, hang on everyone! Siri, kill! Sword flare! You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either. Can't hold back!
It looks like some sort of priest to me.
And I have a feeling it's pretty good with arts from the way it looks.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Burning up! Appear, flames! Appear, flames! Be careful, Hobble! Earthborn! I know you're right!
Purify the earth! Quiver!
Sweet dreams!
Be gone!
I mean, I used to be pretty okay at making food, but now? Really?
Looking for a fight?
Shadow shot! You'll be gone!
Model of the turret!
Quick circle! Tiger blade! Strike! Sword flare! Lion tail!
just exploded on its own. I like your moxie.
I will smite evil! Shadow shot! Different flame! Lion towel! Near the storm! Ring circle! First stage! Ring circle! Burn! Freeze fracture! Shadow shot! Different flame! How's this? Sweet! Tiger Blade! Back off! Beast Thunder! Tiger Blade! Back off! Strike!
I mean, I used to be pretty okay at making food, but now? Really? What is this? A museum?
What a dreamboat.
He's awfully cute.
Huh, is this kind of guy your type?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't dislike it. It's lifelike and artistic.
Seriously, it's almost like they're alive.
Almost like they were alive is more like it.
Huh?
He looks like Sergei.
Oh no! You don't suppose this is Sergei's brother?
This statue, it's human.
A hellion that turns people to stone? For real?
I've heard such tales in particular.
Such unpleasant cacophony. Kindly refrain from disturbing my prayer.
Is this prayer of yours what's causing the rain?
Yes, quite so.
Why?
To bring the people together through fear. The people's desperation shall serve as fuel, spreading the flames of victory for the Empire. To those who would stop me, I offer eternity!
Look away! If you make eye contact, you'll be turned to stone!
Dang!
I'll break us through!
Get back!
Fool! I can grant a seraph eternity as easily as any human.
Can you now? Looks like you should have saved a little eternity for yourself.
You monster! How did you... So that's it.
Dezel, your eyes.
You're...
Pretty handy, huh?
Enough! No more eternity for any of you. Those who dare interfere with me shall be slaughtered like lambs!
Here it comes. When it opens its eyes, give me your medals.
How can you fight when you can't even see?
What are you taking it for? I can read everything by feeling the movement of the wind.
What's rad? Maybe I was wrong about you.
You've got time to flatter me and watch your own ass.
How's this? Right time! Howling Blade! Tiger Blade! Dragon Fang! Blade Circle! Blade Fang! Open the way for it! Focus!
is not malevolence. I have given myself completely to my country and to my people.
What the?
I am not corrupted by any malevolence.
We can't purify her?
Lila, try again!
Okay.
I have a duty to guide the people. I must see it through!
She's got too much malevolence.
We have to stop it somehow!
We can't unless the Cardinal is willing to change her way of thinking.
Not gonna happen. Saray, if a heart set on justice starts generating malevolence, how do you think it should be stopped?
Well...
That's what her angle is. She thinks her own personal justice and a universal sense of justice are one and the same.
We'll have to kill her.
Kill me? Oh, really? Tell me, if I were to die, who would be left to lead the country? What do the young Emperor and the Knights understand about politics? If the shepherd saves their souls, will that stop them from starving? My duties, my responsibilities, justice shall prevail! I shall be their savior! I shall be their guide!
Her spirit is shattered.
She'll never be human again.
Her malevolence was increased by animosity.
Towards us.
Saray?
It's the only answer I can find. Sorry.
May these weary bones find peaceful rest.
Why?
I do recognize your determination, but even so, you shouldn't have to kill anyone.
But, Rose...
Remember, your job is to give life. Mine is to take it. Got that?
Rose...
Now then, let's leave the cleanup here to Sergei and the others. It's their job from here on out.
I had always thought of Rose as tough and callous, but I see now that's not quite right.
Just the opposite.
Don't let her see you frowning like that. You don't want Rose's feelings to go to waste, do you?
I don't. But I feel so bummed.
Yeah, we all do.